She is also the festival director of Literati, and Literati, incidentally, is a very well-attended and very well-lived festival that we put together. Dr. Misra is a senior IAS officer of the Haryana cadre, born and brought up in Lucknow. Nafasat and Nazakat walk with her, and she is a Lucknowi at heart. She holds a PhD in economics and nurtures a keen interest in the propagation of literature and culture. A member of many literary and cultural events have been organized under her patronage. I am going to be requesting her to come up and talk to us like she does from the heart, and also, on my humble request, one bit of poetry which you shall share with us about your father. A big hand, Dr. Sumita Misra, Chairperson, Chandigarh Literary Society.
Good evening, friends. Well, one thing is sure, nobody can give a build-up like Lily. So a big round of applause for her. मतलब किसी को भी किसी से अपनी परिचय कराना हो तो कृपया लिली मैम को कांटेक्ट करें, और आप हमारे माध्यम से सिफारिश भी ले सकते हैं. She might agree. Anyway, welcome everyone, and as we had promised on Mother's Day that नहीं हम fathers को नज़रअंदाज नहीं होने देंगे. उस time I don't see the people who had raised this demand though, you know. So, but we had said we would do something special for Father's Day, and here we are. A lot of back-end work by Rita, Afan and Puneet ji. So kudos to them for putting this event together. We just heard a very interesting panel discussion, and I will come back to that. But you know, it sort of beggars the question as to what or who is a father. Obviously, there is the simple biological act or fact of being a father. But I think today what we are talking about, or who we are talking about, is that person who plays a role as long as they live, as long as a father lives. And not only that, I think a true parent lives on for an eternity, lives on as long as we live. And a father is, you know, if a mother is the warmth and care within a home, I would say a father is the walls, is that building which houses that happy family, which gives that sense of security, of protection. And even you know, if you read psychology, even Freud says that nothing can, you know, you cannot overstress the importance of a father in the role of giving security to a child. And I mean, there are so many things that a father gives, which, and if you look at it in the lighter vein, which all of us in this age group would be realizing that the older I get, the wiser my father seems to be. You know, and all the things that you just shrugged at कि मम्मी पापा तो ना मतलब friends के सामने ये कर देते हैं और ये भी ऐसे नहीं करते, and then you realize you are them, you know, you are actually becoming just like them. And my daughters already tell me that mom, you're going to live forever, because we keep saying, oh my God, this is so mom. So I think that's the beautiful cycle of nature, that everything that our parents seek to give us. And yes, as Puneet ji said, that by the time he realized how right his father was, but I think somewhere they have this belief कि अभी नहीं पर आगे समझ में आएगी हमारी बात, you know. And everything that they seek to give us in terms of values, in terms of compassion, everything is really a reflection. It's like a murky waters which become clearer as we get older. And those waters, then we can see them reflected when we look and see our reflection. And you know, it's you will find yourself taken aback at some point when that realization first comes, but then it becomes a source of great comfort, of great reassurance and strength and guidance in the ups and downs and the challenges of life. And no doubt, I think a father is always a guiding hand, a guiding force, a source of strength and succor, however old we may be. There's that, I read somewhere that you never tall enough not to be looking up to your father. So, and today we discussed how fathers themselves are evolving from the gruff, stern, aloof fathers of earlier generations to very involved, touchy-feely, emotionally connected fathers of today, and on to the, as Rita mentioned, the super indulgent fathers or mothers both, who are seeking maybe to sort of buy happiness for their children and passing on a lesson that I think would be highly detrimental as life goes on, because you really cannot buy happiness or peace or wellness or calmness in your mind. You have to find that with the right values, with the right worldview, with the right thoughts, with the ability to turn inwards when life gets tough, instead of relying on the next fix or the next high. So those are all the perils, and Jupinder shared with us, and it was, I think, a very moving, it was very brave of him to share something so personal with us, and it showed that, that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is break that cycle of negativity, break the cycle of anger, and that itself gives space, gives some soil, some air, some moisture for love to renew. And I think we all learned something from that sharing, and I truly appreciate it. Now we're going to be hearing some poems and anecdotes, I think, from our very, very talented audience here. So I was not very sure whether I should recite, but then Lily ji, who can say no to that introduction? मैं अभी भी उसी से गदगद हूँ. So I don't know if I have read this poem earlier or not. I am not being able to recall. This is a poem called The Father Lode. Have I read it before? Okay, fine. So this is a poem, it's Father's Day. And talking about my own father, he was a very well-known surgeon, a cancer specialist. He, in fact, was regarded as the founder of surgical oncology in India. And he was an extremely compassionate man. He had our house was like a sarai of all kinds of poor patients coming in from all the remote parts of UP and Bihar. Because cancer in those days, it was like a cancer hai to death warrant hai. So then it was literally कि बस वहाँ जाओ. So वो घर आ जाते थे, फिर उनको हॉस्पिटल भेजा जाता था, फिर कुछ घर में ही रह जाते थे उनके रिश्तेदार and all. It was an interesting way to grow up, and we would get things like fresh मूंगफलीज कि डॉक्टर साहब के लिए ये आए हैं, कभी सिंघाड़े आ रहे हैं, कभी those were the नजरानाज जो पेश किए जाते थे. But it was a beautiful lesson that and he always used to say कि यही सबसे बड़ी मेरी कमाई है, इनका आशीर्वाद तुम लोग को लगेगा. So I try and follow that. If there's anyone I can help, I do. And I feel the same thing, that इनका आशीर्वाद मेरे बच्चों को लगेगा. So and definitely, as you might have guessed, definitely Papa's princess. So here goes. The poem is called The Father Lode. The Father Lode, giving direction, giving me what I call Teflon-coated confidence. I miss you. It's not been an easy ride, but not impossible either. Tell me, did I make you proud? You who were so ridiculously proud of my every small victory in girlhood. Cheerleaders, that's what we were to each other. A chorus of two talking and showing off. You alone created the princess syndrome. Happy to report that I never quite outgrew it. I miss your laughter. I miss your laughter larger than life, like most of you. I miss your pep talks, the best and from the heart. I miss your hugs, as you fed me prasad at my every leave taking. Your prayers weaving their own protective shield. I miss Tuesdays with you, the never missed temple visit, which I often grumbled about, the simple rituals, the simple prayers, you and Ma recited together as one. They echo in me whenever I pray. The shloks flow from my lips, testimony to the power of Shruti. I miss telling you the nitty-gritties of my campaigns, the battles, the gains and losses, strategizing afresh together. I miss our holidays, meticulously planned minus WhatsApp, Google or credit cards. When we would gossip, play card games, and inhale comfort as a family. I miss you waiting for me like nobody else ever did. I miss you waiting for me like nobody else ever did, even till your last breath. I miss you in a million different ways, but I don't miss your words at all. I don't miss your words at all. I hear them in my head all the time. The call to hope, to compassion, to goodness, to action anew. Like every child, I too grappled with my demons and my regrets after you left. But now it's simple. You are in me, as me, in my best moments, and I miss you just because I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much.